What's up? Yuchi here, gonna give you guys an update on my 6th month as a realtor. Let's jump right in. The 6-month mark. At this point in my real estate career, I know what to do to be able to survive on an income source that's 100% commission based. It's a pretty comfortable feeling, and I've definitely been here before. I've been here at Deloitte, I've been here with my previous software engineering jobs. You're at a point where, for the first 6 months, you show up early, you get there on time, you go above and beyond. But after like 6 months into a job, the honeymoon phase is over. You start showing up to work a bit later. You start looking at the clock a bit more. And I've definitely been guilty of doing this in the past at my previous jobs. And now I'm at the point where I've reached this phase, let's call it the comfort zone again in real estate. And now the challenge is to not do that. The challenge is to actually continue doing what I'm doing and 10x my output. Jeff Olson's book, The Slight Edge, actually illustrates this point quite well. Take a look at this chart. We go from a point of failure to survival, which is kind of where I'm at right now. And then you, for whatever reason, let's call it pain avoidance or the comfort zone or whatever, you take your foot off the gas, you start showing up late, you start not going above and beyond because you've reached the survival point, and as a result those actions lead you back down into failure, and this cycle repeats over and over and over and over again. And this has definitely been something that's happened to me in the past, but instead Jeff says you can reach success if you just keep doing them. So that's my biggest challenge right now at the 6-month mark, to not do what I've done in the past, and instead of taking my foot off the gas, continue doing what I have been doing so that I can achieve success. And with that being said, this month we were able to close on an additional 2 leases, the first of which was a downtown Toronto lease. These girls reached out to me in maybe last month, and they were looking for a place mid-June closing. So I had been talking with them for about a month, but we didn't start looking for houses until this month. And with how crazy competitive downtown Toronto condos are right now, I'm super happy to be able to find these girls a place, and this one felt really good. The second place that I closed was a 2-bedroom, actually 2+1 bedroom condo in Etobicoke. This is my first transaction in Etobicoke, which is honestly a beautiful area right by Lake Ontario. Highly recommend that area. It's a fantastic area. And yeah, this one was an interesting one because my clients and the other side were negotiating on price quite a bit, which is rare in leases, but when lease prices start to go higher, it is, common. So, nonetheless, we were able to negotiate the price that my clients want. There was a bit of back and forth for a period of maybe 2 or 3 days, which is a lot for a lease. Luckily, the listing agent was super nice and didn't look at any other offers while we were in the negotiation phase. So shout out to Ed. But yeah, those are my 2 leases that closed in the month of June. I'm treating leases as sort of my patent office job. When Albert Einstein was working on all of his crazy inventions, he actually worked at a patent office on the side to be able to sustain himself and provide income. Now, people would bring in patents and it would actually give him ideas. And in a similar way, leases are the same thing, right? It provides me enough income so that I can sustain myself. It actually provides me leads long-term. We're talking years from now. And it's a lot of fun. It makes me feel like being a realtor. So for now, that's sort of how I'm treating it. It's not the meat and potatoes. The main focus is still buyers and sellers, but we're not there yet. We're loving the process. We'll get there. But for now, we're treating leases as a patent office job, and something that I'm more than happy to do. And on that note, we actually made our first offer to purchase for a client. We didn't end up getting the place, but this is a tremendous milestone. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So this property was a 3-bed, 1-bath condo in Scarborough. It was around 1,000 square feet and offers anytime. So me and my clients, we walked in, we saw the place. It was pretty nice. We took a look at the rental potential. You can probably get $3,000 a month for it, and the condo fees were close to $1,000, so that's $2,000. So if you have a big enough down payment and your mortgage payments are lower, you can actually maybe even cash flow off it. Or worst case scenario, you buffer it a little bit because your mortgage is a bit higher than the $2,000. But regardless, they loved it. We put in an offer, and I called the agent, and the agent kind of changed their mind. Or I guess not the agent changed their mind, the seller changed their mind. The seller was like, you know what, we're gonna hold offers until 7 days later. And we tried to get in there early because we knew the property was listed a bit low. It was listed at $499, and similar comparables in the building were selling for like mid 500s. So we put in an offer for like 510 or like 511. So we were trying to get in there early, but agent was like, you know what, we're not gonna do any preemptive offers. Thank you for trying. We're gonna put in offer date of 7 days later. So I told my client, and he said, no problem, we'll put in another offer on offer date. Now offer date comes, and market value is like 550, and like my client can only do 510. So it's no problem. Let's try it anyways, right? Maybe there's not a lot of offers. Maybe there's not a lot of like buyers interested. Maybe we can negotiate and work something closer to the market rate. Sure, that's kind of what our hope was. Offer date comes, and you get emails as a realtor telling you how many offers have been registered. Holy shit, 9 offers registered on this property. So I guess that tells you listing low and holding until an offer date, that strategy works. Needless to say, we didn't get the place. There were 9 offers on this place. I guess multiple people had the same idea. And a few days later, once it firms up, I saw the price, $638,000, which is absurd to me. It was the highest comp in the building. So, I hope the actual buyer doesn't get any buyer's remorse. Congratulations on the listing agent for selling the highest sold price unit in that building. But to me, that's a little crazy because similar units that sold a month ago were going for mid 500s. This one sold for almost 650. So regardless, we'll keep looking for this client, but it was a tremendous learning experience, and we're so close. I love this game. We're so close, but you know what? We just got to keep going. Also on the side, I've been, gearing up the photography again. We got a nice, beautiful DSLR camera here. I'm shooting on my iPhone, which is what I use to take videos. And I've sort of just been calling. I look on MLS, I find beautiful homes, beautifully staged homes, and I call the listing agent. I'm like, hey, can I go in and take some photos and videos and post and advertise for you? Most of the time they'll say yes. Why wouldn't they? It's free advertising. And this is great for me because it's sort of like dual purpose, right? I get to build my photography portfolio. I get to advertise and maybe get some buyer clients interested in these homes. And I'm sort of like getting into the energy of talking to listing agents, booking showings, going to these places, seeing how I can improve my content. And it's a lot of fun. And basically, as you guys know, that's one of my 3 main lead generation strategies, right? Number 1 is YouTube, which is what you're watching now. Thank you for watching. Number 2 is what I just mentioned, the photography and videography. And number 3 is the leases, the patent office job. So that's sort of what I'm doing right now to occupy my time. And yeah, it's been going well. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all the socials to see more real estate content. Thank you. That's it for the month of June. Half a year's already gone by. We got 6 more months to go in the year. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.